everybody. We're at halftime of the St. Luke's commitment campaign. I'm Mr. College Football, Tony Barnhart. We're joined by our head coach, David Lower. And Coach, that was a great first half. Tell us what you saw.
Well, Tony, the first half was a display of all that St. Luke's is capable of. We have so many gifted players who are out there taking the field in faith and giving their all, and we succeeded beautifully in the first half. The thing I'm excited about, though, is that it feels like we've only scratched the surface of what we're capable of. I think if we can get every one of us out there on the field together, giving our all at once, nothing can stop us.
Well, you've often told us, you know, it's great to have a great first half, but you got to finish the game. You got to run the plays in the second half to close the deal. Tell us about your strategy in the second half.
Well, Tony, our strategy in the second half is built on the number of people who've come up to me and said, "Coach, put me in. I'm ready." We have so many gifted players who are ready to take the field and committed to the future that God has in store for us. So there are so many stories in our membership of people who have had their lives formed and shaped and changed in beautiful ways because of the time that they have spent here at St. Luke's and as part of the church family. So our strategy is going to take advantage of this rule that, as you know, in church life, there is no limit to the number of players we can have on the field at one time. So we are going to literally flood the field, Tony, with St. Luke's players in the second half, and we won't be able to be stopped.
Now, you told us the great thing about St. Luke's is we've got a lot of really good players. You've got to go into the locker room now and talk to those players about this second half. What are you going to say to them?
I'm going to say that if we just come together as one, 100% of us all on the field together, working as one unit, we will be a team that will remain undefeated in the life of St. Luke's Presbyterian Church. And I'm excited to take the field again.
Well, good stuff, Coach. Good luck in the second half. And we're here with our star quarterback. He is a 5-star for sure, Bob Pyle. Bob, I got to ask you, what did you think of the first half? Were you happy with the way it went?
Tony, I couldn't be happier with the way the players are playing in that first half. Everyone is dedicated. They are energized. People are feeling good. I'm not going to say we don't have our challenges in front of us. I mean, it's an important game, and getting to 100% participation, it's a big goal, but this team's up to it.
Now, we talked to Coach Laura, and the key is drawing up the right plays in the second half. I know you have some thoughts about that. Show us kind of how it's going to go.
Absolutely. Let's go to the whiteboard on this one, Tony. Now, as you know, and as Coach Lower indicated, the biggest difference, I think, for this second half is going to be the suspension of the too many players on the field rule. So no longer do the usual limits to 11 players apply. So here we are here. So here's the St. Luke's squad. But here's the good news. We got all these additional players right here. We're going to bring all of them into the game here. And on the other side now, we've got a few folks who haven't pledged yet. But the good news is we've got the opportunity here to take all of these, move them over here, and then we move straight this way. We are unstoppable at that point. We have no opposition whatsoever.
So you're saying there is no limit as to how many people can pledge and how many people can play in the game?
No limit to how many players we have. We want 100%. We want every single player in this game. Now, how much they pledge, that's up to them. We will accept pledges of any amount. We would encourage everyone to give until they feel good about it. We just want them in the game.
Well, Bob, that looks like a great strategy to me. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you,
okay?
Tony.
You bet. All right, we're back with Coach David Lower. Coach, you had a great first half. You talked to the players in the locker room at halftime. You figured out your strategy. Any final thoughts on the second half of this game?
Well, our best for God can be done with all of us together, of course, Tony, and we have that opportunity to commit to all taking the field together as St. Luke's congregation, 100% of us, starting next Sunday, November 12th, when we celebrate our Commitment Sunday and can bring forward our gifted people and their offerings for the year. So we're excited to take the field with all of us together starting next Sunday.
All right, and one of those gifted people is Maddie Dill. I mean, what a great member of our church. Tell us a little bit about what Maddie has accomplished here.
Well, here, Maddie has accomplished being this year's St. Luke's homecoming queen, but I understand also that the University of Georgia has given her the same honor. So we are thrilled to hear from Maddie Dill as one of the people formed in faith here at St. Luke's and now gone on to a wonderful life of service in the world to share her thoughts on St. Luke's and what it can contribute to a life.
Well, that's great stuff, Coach. And we are indeed thrilled to have Maddie Dill, the homecoming queen of the University of Georgia, to join us remotely. Maddie, please tell us what St. Luke's and this commitment campaign has meant to you.
Thanks, Tony. It's an honor to be on your show. Hi, church family. Hi, Mom. I wish I could be at the Great Hall today celebrating with you guys and all of the wonderful festivities that are going on, but instead I thought I would send a message to tell you what All In means for me. So growing up at St. Luke's, it taught me the key to making a difference in the world is to working together as a team. Everyone has different strengths and gifts and talents, and it's really important to come together and use those gifts to make a difference in the world. One of my favorite things about St. Luke's is that we encourage all of the members to find those talents and then give them back to the church. And I can see in my everyday life how that message that was instilled in me at a young age has played out in all arenas of my life. So I just wanted to remind you guys the importance of teamwork and how going together we can be all in to make a difference.
This year at St. Luke's Presbyterian Church, we are all in.
All in.
I'm all in.
I'm all in.
I'm all in. I'm all in.
I'm all in.
I'm all in.
All in. Can't lose.
Can't lose.